Welcome to The Opinion, a program that welcomes your views on any issue. My opinion, your opinion matters at all times. I am your anchor, Faith Adike. Join my guest after the break.
Every voice matters. Every opinion counts. Never think it's too late to share your opinion. Join the conversation now. Share your thoughts and views for a better society. The opinion where voices meet. Don't miss the debate, don't miss the argument, and don't miss the issue. Share your voice, make it heard. Opinion improvement is but knowledge in the making. Remember, it is not the best that we should all think alike. It is a difference of opinion that makes horse races. The Opinion every Tuesday on Malachi TV promises to be more engaging and educating. Be our guest and let us dig it out together. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. My guest is the Pioneer Director General of Kogi State Commodity Exchange, Export Promotion and Market Development Agency, and a former Commissioner of Environment, a former member of Kogi State House of Assembly. Together, we will be discussing Kogi State Commodity Exchange, Export Promotion and Market Development activities in the state, the way forward. Let's welcome Honorable Victor OMOFAIYE.
Thank you very much.
Before we dwell on our topic today, can we meet you, sir?
Okay, thank you very much. My name's Honorable Victor Adewale OMOFAIYE, and to the glory of God, the Director General of this agency called Commodity Exchange, Export Promotion and Market Development Agency. Well, I think before the present position, I started my career as a councillor, representing my ward, the Canadian ward in the Jumu local government. And from there, I went back to join, to resume my work at National Assembly as a legislative lead. From there, I contested for the House of Assembly, and I was there for a term. As Chief Whip of the House. And from there, 2020, I left there and I became Commissioner of Environment in the state. And now, the Director General of Koceepa, we call it Koceepa, Kogi State Commodity Exchange, Export Promotion and Market Development Agency.
That's the business of today, sir.
Let us first take you on the market development and promotion. What strategies is the agency implementing to increase market access for local producers and exporters in the states?
Yes, let me quickly chip in this that the agency is quite new. It's just about 3 or 4 months old. And precisely the act was signed into law by His Excellency in June 2024, precisely 20th June. And so the agency was established in October. And so we came in and we're in March now, right? And so meaning that we're just about 5 months old now. But then before the establishment, I want you to know that there are cases, there are issues that led to establishment of this agency. You and I know that Kogi State is blessed with both agro products and mineral resources. And so by the time you look at this, you now see that the commodities that we have in the state, talk of cashew, talk of rice, cassava, all these things are the local produce that we have in the state. And aside that, you now know that again we have raw materials that is craving for, to be tapped. We have tapped some, while some are yet to be tapped. We talk about coal, talk about gold, even gold. We have gold in the state. And so we have numerous mineral resources. But then, as an agency, we are trying to look at how these commodities, one, are next for market access, not only within the state, but even across the state. And so that's why the agency, by its name, we have commodity exchange, meaning that we are dealing with the commodities that we have in the state. Again, you have export promotion, meaning that by the time we identify these commodities, and we're able to do justice to that by identifying those commodities, because whether we like it or not, each of the local government has its own commodities that is exportable. And so we're looking on how these commodities would be exported from the state and to create market access. And so when you are talking about market development and promotion, meaning that already we have a commodity. And how do we do with the commodity? Is what we are trying as an agency to see to how those products, one, can be supported to have a wider range of acceptance within and outside. Don't forget that we are saying that we want to promote export. Promoting export is not just getting the commodities and sending it abroad. It has procedure, it has processes. And that is why the agency in its board has representative of various associations, various sectors. Like one, you have a representative from Koceepa. We have a representative in the board of Shippers Council. We have a representative of Farmers Association of Nigeria. We have a representative of even market women. We have a representative in the board. We have a representative in SON, that's Standard Organization of Nigeria. We have that of MAN, Manufacturer Association of Nigeria, and a lot of them. And so by the time we gather now to see to our commodities in the state, especially the agro products, then we now look at how we create markets, access, and how to export and get it ready for export. And so we are trying to support even the local producers by one, ensuring that we educate them on the need to increase in their product. In fact, so I was discussing one day with somebody who says that how are we going to do in Kogi State now? That Kogi State is bordered with about 9 or 10 states, right? And so what we produce in the state is there to feed these other states. And so how do we do it? Of course, we cannot ask them not to come. But what we try to do is to ensure that we at least support the local producer so that they can produce more. You understand now? And so that's why the agency is being established, to ensure that the local producers, one, don't suffer. Because you again discover that the people the off-takers, there are people we call off-takers, the people who are taking these commodities, for export, the way they change our people in terms of price negotiation. The agency is there to ensure that that is no longer good. Two, we will try as much as possible to sensitize, to create awareness on the need for them to probably have what is called seeds that are up to date. You understand? We call it improved seedlings. And so all these are what the agencies are. And not only that, we're trying to see on how to equally support them in terms of finance. That is, in fact, okay. So, I mean, all these are what the agency stands for, and that's why we are just to bridge the gap that has already been identified in the sector.
How would the agency support small and medium-sized enterprises in accessing international markets?
Yes, like I was saying now, that, whether we like it or not, we have the medium, the micro, and what have you, And so what the agency is trying to do is to ensure that we reach out to international organizations, we reach out to donors, we reach out to finance institutions. In fact, interestingly, as I speak with you, we have successfully wooed Bank of Industry to the state. And I can assure you that by 1st of April, they will kick off their operations in the state. And again, we are working on Nexim Bank. Yes, these are banks that are ready to give out, loans, facilities to our producers, to our local producers, let me put it that way, to our local producers, so that at least it will support them in carrying out their day-to-day activities. Not only that, even among the off-takers, among the exporters, we equally have people from the state that we can encourage. And how do we do that? By ensuring that we get these facilities for them at 0-digit, interest rates. It's not for the agency. Agency is to link. We are only serving as a linkage. Already we've started profiling farmers, small business people, micro and whatever. We started profiling them. So by the time we do that, we'll just simply transfer this data that we have already gathered to this bank. You understand? Where they will go themselves, open whatever, do the necessary thing. And but it's not for us to determine the number of months or whatever that will be. It all depends on how the bank, So it's not.
What initiatives are in place to promote value addition and processing of local commodities to attract international markets?
Yes. What the state is trying to do now is to see that, hence, though we are, as I speak, we are in a season of cashew. I'm only trying to take cashew, for example. Yes, cashew is something that is selling. In fact, is hot cake now in international markets. Let me tell you that cashew is becoming like cocoa of these days. When you get to international market, January, a metric ton of cashew was sold at $1,270. Now, just after some weeks, it rose to 1,280. A week later, it rose to 1,300 US dollar. Now we are talking about almost 1,350. We have not even gone into the season, season proper. And you can see the way this thing is rising. Meaning that before we rounded up with the season, a metric ton of cashew will be going to like 1,450. You understand now? And so when we now look at this, you now look at it that, okay, if this thing is selling like that, as a state, what have we been benefiting? And so that's why we are coming up with our own strategy to see that whatever product that we have in the state, anybody that is dealing in such product must add value to such product in the state, meaning that there will be value addition before it's being exported or taken away from the state. Yes. We will ensure that as investor or exporter, you must come and establish a processing factory here in Kogi State. So that you don't just come, take away this, we call it raw, product and export it. Where you are taking it to add value, add it here in the state. Through that, you will generate revenue to build other infrastructure. Through that, it will create employment for Atimi youth. Through that again, you will now see that Kogi's name rings bell even in the international market. Not only that, we will ensure that packaging of such commodities are done in the States. By what? Using our own jute bag. The bag they use to package is what is called jute bag. Yes. So we will ensure that we will provide those, we will sell, the state will go to the manufacturer. It's going to be on PPP arrangement. We'll go, they will do it for us, we will probably give it out to the off-takers. So if you are taking our products away, it must be in Kogi logo. Our logo will be on those jute bags, and it will be coded. So that if you are taking it outside the shore of this state, they will know where the product is coming. Because we discovered that just as we have these products in Kogi State, you equally have in Oyo State, you have in Nasarawa, we have Benue and Enugu. And so, and we know that our own quality happens to be the best. Not only that, we are the highest producers of cashew. You understand? In Nigeria. Because by our own record, we discovered that we produce as almost half of the percentage that was produced last year. And so we are trying to see that value addition is the main thing for us in this agency and as the state. Thank God for the initiative of the chief servant, the governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Ahmed Usman Ododo, who in his wisdom come up with these ideas, this initiative of establishing this agency. And we believe that by the time everything has been put in place, we will definitely get results.
Commodity exchange and trading is another vital area to look at. What is the current state of the commodity exchange market? Take cashew nuts for example. Tell us what are the agency's plans to develop it further.
Cashew development by attracting investors to come and process it here. In fact, it will interest you to know that we have about 2 already factories that they were even inviting us to come and tour their facilities in Lagos. They take cashew from Kogi and take it to their factories in Lagos for processing. We told them no, they must come and add that value here. You understand? And so that's what we are currently, in fact by tomorrow, Wednesday, we will be in Lagos to have their facility tour so that by the time they come to Kogi to start their own factory here, we will know that it's something that will definitely yield the desired goal.
How does the agency ensure transparency and fairness in commodity trading practices?
Yes, transparency is crucial, no doubt about it. And that's why we are looking forward to conduct regular, what we call audits. We provide public access to trading data. I told you that we are in affiliation with other stakeholders. In fact, today we are going to pay a costly visit on Standard Organization Control. We have done that with Export Promotion Council, where they have all the data. We have done that with Shippers Council. You understand? And so all the data that we have gathered from there is the one that is giving us the lead way as a state. And so that's why we believe that transparency is very key. Do you know that in international market now, some of the products there have been seen as fake? And so that's why we want to ensure that before you are even talking about exporting, there are procedures, there are guidelines. It must pass through some certain, in fact, it will pass through even NAFDAC certification. They are all there. Shippers certifications. So that's why we believe that transparency is crucial, and we believe that it will definitely.
We will go on a short break. We will be right back.
Opinion, they say, is the lowest of human knowledge, but the world, the people, the actions, reactions, and decisions are often patterned with opinions. The same world is characterized by different views, and decisions are sometimes judged by actions or reactions due to opinions. People, nations, and even lower animals rise against or for one another just because of their opinions. Minds are set on opinions daily. Tell me what you don't know and I will tell you. It's all about your opinion. Your opinion, my opinion, if well explained and understood, will help us to build a better society. Your opinion, my opinion counts. Don't miss it.
Please, we may not be able to broadcast this edition to the end due to time factors. Please join us next week to watch the remaining parts of this edition. And to my crew members, Mohammed Bello and Larry Yusuf, thank you so much for making today's edition a success. I am Faith Adike, your uncle. Join me next week